I have to put this disclaimer out here right now that if you don't want to hear criticism, a negative comment about Jeff Okudah, this is not the video for you, but I am going to critique Jeff Okudah in this video. So I just want to put it out there because you can't say anything negative about anybody who plays for the Detroit Lions, but when it comes to Jeff Okudah, I will. So there goes that. That's that disclaimer. Comes out from Fan Nation. This is Rams Digest. That there is a rumor going around that the Detroit Lions could be willing to move on from Jeff Okudah, but not just to any team, the LA Rams. We know that connection that Brad Holmes has with the LA Rams, spending 12 or 13 years there as the director of scouting. So this right here, listen, I want Jeff Okudah to succeed, but I was never happy about the pick. In my opinion, we should have drafted Justin Herbert, knowing that the very next year we were going to be moving on from Matthew Stafford. I think Matthew Stafford's time was coming to an end. But the rumors are that the Detroit Lions and the LA Rams could have something brewing, that they could be moving on from Jeff Okudah. The LA Rams currently have 11 draft picks. So we would probably move on from Jeff Okudah for a third-round pick. Now, here is a list of the LA Rams picks. They have 11. They have 4 compensatory picks, 5 fifth round, and then 1 in the 7th round. So for me, I would not mind this at all. The Detroit Lions have till May 1st, 2023 to pick up Jeff Okudah's 5th-year option. They probably will not do that. So we have about 3 weeks till that happens. So what happens if they don't do that? If they do not pick up his 5th-year option, this will be Jeff Okudah's last year with the Detroit Lions. If Jeff Okudah decides to ball out, they could franchise tag him at the end of that 4th year heading into the 5th year. Very similar to what the Las Vegas Raiders did with Josh Jacobs. So for me, I don't mind this. I want Jeff Okudah to succeed, but I can't say anything positive about him. I mean, well, I won't be that harsh. Jeff Okudah played very well to begin the 2022 NFL season. Brad Holmes said it was like he was a rookie. But here's my thing, and I will never back off of this. If you're drafted 3rd overall, you have to play like you're the 3rd overall pick. That's period. Chase Young may not live up to the hype. Heard that Washington could be about to do the same thing with him. They also have to pick up his 5th-year option by May 1st as well. And we don't even know if they're going to do that. He spent a lot of time hurt. So it's not me, criticizing Jeff Okudah per se. It's the fact that if you are drafted 3rd overall, you have to perform like you're drafted 3rd overall. I don't put this on the players. That's just the way it is. Aiden Hutchinson was drafted 2nd overall, and most of the Lions fan base was ready to call this guy a bust after week 5. So we can't keep giving Jeff Okudah this space and these chances. Cornerback is the hardest position to learn in the league. What about Sauce Gardner, right? Jeff Okudah had Matt Patricia as his coach. He was hurt the 2nd year. None of that is my problem. None of that is my problem. None of that changes the fact that he was drafted 3rd overall. That's just period, right? So when it comes to Jeff Okudah's contract, if we look at his stats, Jeff Okudah's stats are as follows. He just finished his 3rd year in the league. He has played a total of 30 games. 30 games. His best year was essentially the last year he played. 15 out of 17 games. He had 73 total tackles, 59 solo. He had 14 assisted. He had 1 forced fumble and that 1 interception that changed the game for the Detroit Lions. Now, we could look at his PFF stats and such, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. To me, none of that matters. Jeff Okudah has not lived up to the hype. It might be time to slap the bust label on Jeff Okudah. I know a lot of people in the Lions community, they're not going to tell you that because they're scared of saying the wrong thing. They're scared that you can't criticize the Detroit Lions. Yes, you can. They're doing good. They're doing better than we've seen in years, but it was still some bad moves, still some turds on the roster. Okay. So we gotta be honest and call a spade, right? You can think I'm a turd. That's fine. For my opinion, that's perfectly fine. I have never liked this pick. I would not pretend like I like it. However, I have always wanted Jeff Okudah to be successful because if he's successful, that means my team is successful. So at the end of the day, that's all I care about. Now, here's the irony of this whole situation. Jeff Okudah and DeAndre Swift could no longer be on the Detroit Lions at the same time. Jeff Okudah was drafted. The next pick was DeAndre Swift. The 2020 NFL draft is not looking that good so far. That was Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn's last draft. That was their parting gift to us, was the 2020 draft. Both of those guys have mad potential, and neither one of them could be on our team for next year or in 2023 or 2024. So let me know what you think in the comments below. But it's looking like that Jeff Okudah could be traded to the LA Rams for a third-round pick, which was, it seems like everybody's trying to give us a second, third-round pick. And I'm going to tell you the truth because that's what I do. I would take that. I would take that. If you give me the LA Rams out of their whopping 11 picks, if you give me pick 77, you can have Jeff Okudah. Pack him up faster than you can say NFL draft. That's just me. But let me know what you think in the comments below. How likely do you think the Detroit Lions move on from Jeff Okudah? Would you take a pick number 77 from the LA Rams for Jeff Okudah? The thought is that Jeff Okudah's upside is more trustworthy than pick number 77. I'll say this. Brad Holmes did not pick Jeff Okudah. His third-round picks, Ife Melifonwu, he also picked Levi Onwuzurike and Kirby Joseph, right? So for me, I think I would trust Brad Holmes picking at pick number 77 more than I trust the upside of Jeff Okudah. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Get ready for Monday's content and the NFL draft, which is rapidly approaching. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. And as always, go Lions. Hey, look, don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger.